Macedonia in the Eurovision Song Contest 2018. The Republic of Macedonia, officially under the provisional appellation Former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia, abbreviated FYR Macedonia, participated in the Eurovision Song Contest 2018 with the song Lost and Found, written by Bojan Trajkovski and Darko Dimitrov. The song was performed by IQ, who were internally selected by the Macedonian broadcaster Macedonian Radio Television (MRT) to represent the nation at the 2018 contest in Lisbon, Portugal. Background: prior to the 2018 contest, Macedonia had participated in the Eurovision Song Contest 17 times since its first entry in 1998. The nation's best result in the contest to this point was 12th, which it achieved in 2006 with the song Ninanajna, performed by Elena Risteska. Following the introduction of semi-finals for the 2004, Macedonia had featured in only 5 finals. In 2017, Jana Burseska failed to bring the country to the final with her song Dance Alone. That marked the nation's 5th failure in a row. Before Eurovision. Internal selection. A song submission period was opened for interested composers to submit their songs between 26 January 2018 and 8 February 2018. MRT received 382 submissions at the closing of the deadline. On 13 February 2018, MRT announced that a special jury had internally selected IQ to represent Macedonia in Lisbon with the song Lost and Found, which was written and composed by Bojan Trajkovski and Darko Dimitrov. The jury consisted of Mary Popova, Macedonian head of delegation for the Eurovision Song Contest, Karolina Petkovska, editor of the entertaining programming at MRT1, Alexandra Jovanovska, MRT1 editor and music show host, Avni Kahali, editor of the cultural art programming at MRT2, Branka Kostic Markovic, music journalist and critic, Andrijana Jovanovska, reporter, MK music reporter, Marko Mark, Channel 77 music journalist and television. On 11 March 2018, Lost and Found was presented to the public during the MRT evening news broadcast Dnevnik 2. At Eurovision. According to Eurovision rules, all nations with the exceptions of the host country and the Big Five, France, Germany, Italy, Spain, and the United Kingdom, are required to qualify from one of 2 semi-finals in order to compete for the final. The top 10 countries from each semi-final progress to the final. The European Broadcasting Union (EBU) split up the competing countries into 6 different pots based on voting patterns from previous contests, with countries with favorable voting histories put into the same pot. On 29 January 2018, a special allocation draw was held which placed each country into one of the 2 semi-finals, as well as which half of the show they would perform in. Macedonia was placed into the first semi-final, to be held on 8 May 2018, and was scheduled to perform in the second half of the show. Once all the competing songs for the 2018 contest had been released, the running order for the semi-finals was decided by the show's producers rather than through another draw. Macedonia was set to perform in position 11, following the entry from Bulgaria and preceding the entry from Croatia. Semi-final. Macedonia performed 11th in the first semi-final, opening the second half of the show. Followed Bulgaria and preceded Croatia. At the end of the night, Macedonia was not one of the 10 countries announced as qualifying for the grand final, their 6th non-qualification since 2013. It was later revealed that Macedonia placed 18th in the semi-final, receiving a total of 24 points, 6 points from the televoting and 18 points from the juries. Voting. Voting during the 3 shows involved each country awarding 2 sets of points from 1, 8, 10, and 12, one from their professional jury and the other from televoting. Each nation's jury consisted of 5 music industry professionals who are citizens of the country they represent, with their names published before the contest to ensure transparency. This jury judged each entry based on vocal capacity, the stage performance, the song's composition and originality, and the overall impression by the act. In addition, no member of a national jury was permitted to be related in any way to any of the competing acts in such a way that they cannot vote impartially and independently. The individual rankings of each jury member as well as the nation's televoting results were released shortly after the grand final. Points awarded to Macedonia. Points awarded by Macedonia. Split voting results. The following 5 members comprised the Macedonian jury. Miodrag Trajkovski, chairperson, songwriter, radio journalist. I'll space of music teacher, composer, music producer. Anna Pandevska, composer. Kristojan Gabrowski, composer, music producer. Stefanija Leskova Zelenovska, musicologist, music journalist. References